I asked artists on Fiverr to paint my Warhammer figures in one of the most difficult color schemes there is. Oh my god. This can't be a 40 bucks paint job. Hey guys, you're watching Squidmar Miniatures. I'm Emil, and today I've got a fun project. We've seen people do this before. We've seen Rumi do it with musicians. We've seen Davey504 do it with bass players, and we've seen PewDiePie do it with mixed success. My idea with this one is to ask painters on Fiverr if they can paint my Warhammer figures. But let's not make it easy for them. Or one of my favorite painters is Antonio Peña. And last year for Golden Demon, Antonio Peña painted an Imperial Fist warband for Kill Team. It's kind of unfair what I'm doing here, because these miniatures, they just look way better than I think most people can do. And yellow is kind of this color that just everyone hates. But let's do it anyway. So this is the inspiration we have. And if we go on Fiverr, I searched for Warhammer. That was the only thing I applied. And I mean, we have all different kind of painters here. We have Brush for Hire, Painter Quest, Dev Paints. So let's spend a bit of money. Let's pay some people to paint the Kill Team warband. So the Swedish crown, it's like to get $1 or euro, you just divide it by 10. So 51 kroner is about $5. Yeah, I think that's a good one. So I'm using a fake name because I don't want the people to understand that I am me and that they will make like a different level because they understand what video I'm making. So they'll make it look super fancy. I kind of want it to be true to the price that I'm paying, using the Antonio Peña one as like an inspiration, as a reference, and they can get it as close as possible to that level. I don't think anyone's gonna be able to get it there, but let's see what we get, okay? Here we have Dev Paints. I will paint your Warhammer 40k and D&D miniatures for a fair price. That sounds fair. That sounds perfect. Brush Liquor. This guy is good. Wow, okay. So this guy, I think this guy might actually be able to pull it off. Standard, premium, oh, 81 bucks. Come on, guys. This sounds kind of good, I think. 25 bucks, 29 days delivery time. So here we have 2 elbows. God damn it. I only thought people had 1 elbow. Let's see if he's up for a challenge. 10 bucks for a standard level? That's cheap. Done for. Ooh, goblin guy. I gotta get this guy. He paints goblins. It's very scarce information. Miniature painting service. Prices are listed for single minis. I can happily paint an army and custom basing. Please get in contact with me to discuss your needs and time frame. So for standard, it's 15 bucks. That's fair. Sanjay design. Oh, this looks like quite decent shading actually. I'm a passionate. Whew, this guy's passionate. Miniature painter that loves to help you get your minis painted. Then he has the standard level, $10 again. That's cheap, like these guys are cheap. So let's email him and see if he has one. 6 days delivery, wow, that's awesome. Brush for Hire has some good stuff. I'm kind of excited about this. I'm feeling kind of dirty though, because I'm not using my own name, so people won't know that I am me. So we got some really quick replies here. Brush for Hire seems to be down. The problem is it doesn't have an intercessor, and with everything he asked me for 110 bucks, and I asked him for like the standard level, which would be 25 pounds or whatever. I don't think I can do that because, as I mentioned before, like this is more than I make on average for a video from YouTube ads. I think we're gonna have to skip on this one. And then all of a sudden the price is like jacked up 10 times. Brush for Hire, I'm sorry, your stuff looks awesome. I can't pay that much money when the original price was like 30 bucks. So let's see, Dev Paints. Hey, just 1 intercessor. Yes, we have a guy who can do it. So he picked up an intercessor for 5 bucks at his local store, and that seems totally fine if you ask me. And the shipping was, let me see, 15 bucks. So guys, bad news. Dev Paints cancelled on me because Fiverr takes 25% of his cut. So let's go to the next one. So 2 elbows, that's the Tau guy. I'm kind of excited. His price was really good. So like, if it's not even close to the level I requested, I think it's fine, because 10 bucks for a miniature, that's like, I don't know if he assembles the miniature for that price. That's like good enough. So the shipping would be like 14 bucks, and he has 2 of the intercessors, so he's gonna use one of them, and then just I'll pay for the shipping. So this guy knows how to do business. So 25 bucks is the final price with shipping from the US. So done for. He seems down. That's awesome. So done for, he's the goblin guy with the grot riding the squig. 35 bucks with shipping. I think this is incredibly fair. He didn't boost the price up to 120 pounds or whatever. I think we'll accept this one. So Sanji Design didn't have a miniature. We have, okay, yeah, so this is the Stormcast guy. So I will send him a model. He sent me a custom offer here, and 25 bucks with shipping. We'll accept it. Then we have the brush licker. He thinks that the Antonio Peña's level is a bit too high to paint. But he agrees to do it. With whatever I pay him, he will do his best within that time frame. So 30 bucks, and he will order the model for me. 20 days delivery for 30 bucks from serious guy like Brush Licker. And as I said before, like his level, this is a really high level. So let's just take it. 30 bucks. So I'll take it. We have 4 of them. My original plan was to kind of have like 6 or 7 of them. The total price for this so far is like 150 bucks. The guy from the US, I'm probably going to have to pay customs for as well. So I'm thinking this will be somewhere around 200 bucks. Big loss. It's like 4 miniatures for 200 bucks. That's a lot of money. So I hope this video goes viral so I can make the money back. Leave a like so the video spreads well on YouTube. That would be awesome. Maybe I'll make my money back. I think I'm gonna regret this. And because some of the guys canceled and some of them just turned out to be way too expensive, I thought this local guy, Emil Hurtig, I used him in a video before. He helped me do like the water base video. This guy is a really good painter. So I asked him, I even won the Games Workshop painting competition. He's good, I tell you. Because I want to have more options in the video, I told him like, paint me $100 figure, and then I sent him the same reference. You can't spend more time than you would normally. Just paint what you would if someone paid you 100 bucks. So I will leave a link to his Instagram page, by the way, so you can go and follow him because he's definitely worth following. So I also have another friend who has a YouTube channel, and he's more like a speed painter and terrain and scenery building guy. So I wrote him an email, asked him to make something for me. He couldn't spend more than like a 40 bucks paint job on it. Don't spend any extra time, so hopefully he listens to my request. I will also leave a link to his YouTube channel, which you can go check out, where he does like a lot of speed painting and speed building. So that's good if you want to learn how to do that kind of stuff. So we got all the packages, finally. Some of them took a lot of time. I'm not gonna name any names, but Brush Licker took about a month extra to get me my miniature. So I had some for like 1.5 months lying around at home, and the last one I just got the other day. So a 2 months video in the making. That's the longest one I've had so far. Let's bring out the packages and see what we get. Oh, by the way, did you know that I have some really awesome merchandise like t-shirts and hoodies and sweatshirts that you can purchase on Teespring? Do like Donald did and buy one of these awesome t-shirts to support this channel. Don't be mean with any one of these guys. I think all of them asked for an incredibly reasonable price, and even though the end price ended up being a lot more expensive than I had thought, it was not because of the painters, it was because of shipping and because of the mold costs. Be kind. This is just a fun social experiment. Don't be mean. Victor Rodriguez. Okay, this is, let's see. Sanji Design. So Victor Rodriguez, this is the Stormcast Ballista guy. Moment of truth. Don't let me down, Victor. He lost his arm. Okay, so this one has broken down in transport. Let's see if we can glue it back on. First impression here, he actually tried the non-metallic metal on this one. The sword and the back looks really good. It's got like a nice blue color, did some nice edge highlighting, and considering how much he charged, and not just edge highlighting, but actually highlighting with like the lights. The color is a bit more matte than Antonio Peña's, which is totally fine. I think this one is really good. This is impressive, Victor. But yeah, a bit more orange and a little bit more poppy yellows would have been nice. All in all, I think this is a win. Good one. So this package is from the UK. So this is the Mr. Goblin guy done for. Let's see what he's done. This guy was actually really fast with shipping. So this one and the first one I opened, super fast shipping. I hope you didn't wipe your ass with this. Wow, okay, this one is different. So we have a couple of different things here. I think the colors here are not quite what I asked for. It's kind of like a flat yellow. On the wings and the skull and the chest, he painted red instead of the silver that's on the reference. With his weapon, he went with a true metallic metal, which I think is fine because of the time he spent on it. The price was really low. And also we have some minor things like dents here, and the yellow is a bit blotchy, if you will. It also has like a texture, so I think that he kind of sprayed it with too much primer, blocked out the colors decently. I think that's good. He didn't spend as much time to kind of analyze what colors the reference photos actually had, because this is like a really matte yellow, a desaturated yellow. I think this one is okay still for the price. He did a base, which I don't think was included in the price. He also added some tufts, which is a nice touch. So yeah, it's still okay. In terms of value for what I paid, it's good. Let's compare them in the end. So this is from the guy with 2 elbows. So let's see if the paint job is as good as the packaging. Okay, so we have a miniature here. The colors, I think he kind of got what we were looking for. He got like the orange tones to it. In terms of placing the highlights, I think he kind of missed the mark here in terms of, and the light that would be hitting the armor isn't really places where it naturally would be. Once again, we paid an incredibly low price, so I won't be too picky about that. The one thing that I will be picky about, on the other hand, is that the black lining here is very thick and it's kind of messy. And especially on like the chest piece, it just looks like a big black blob. My man, 2 elbows. You have 2 elbows, you should be able to nail the black lining. No, but seriously, it's okay. Once again, in terms of price, I think it's okay. I would have liked it to be a bit more clean. The colors, I think, is nice, but the placement of the colors is a bit off in terms of realism and reference. So we now have 3 packages left. We have Emil, we have Liban's miniatures, and we have the Polish guy, the brush licker. Okay, so here we have Mr. Brushlicker. This was the guy that I was most impressed of with his reference photos, and he was also the guy that told me that, like, look, that I could probably do that, but it would take me 80 hours. The first thing that strikes me is that he actually finished the base and did it in the colors as the reference has. The highlighting on this one is pretty much non-existent. I think he used like a zenithal spray and then just painted yellow on top of it. The yellow color, once again, it's a bit too cold in my taste. The original reference is very orange brownish in terms of the shading, and the highlights are very warm yellow. They're like very poppy, fiery yellow. And this one is more matte yellow, kind of like the second one we got. I wonder if they use the same colors. The good thing with the brush licker one is that his black lining is very good and his blocking of colors is very good. It's a very clean paint job. So once again, I think in terms of what I paid, with this one I got a very good value. Let's see the other 2. So let's start with the Liban's one. This is the speed painting guy. And the funny thing with this one is he said that he would post a video of him painting this one on his YouTube page. So I will link to that YouTube page down below. Maybe I can include some footage here if he send it to me. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my god, this is a really good... This can't be a 40 bucks paint job. This is really nice. Wow, okay. So Frederick's highlighting here is very good. He gets points for that. The basing, I think, is the only thing that he didn't catch exactly the reference because he used some Imperial thing. I don't know what they call these. Painted like a Necromunda style base. And also the shoulder pads, he painted them red. And the chest plate too, Frederick. This gives you minus points. Doesn't matter how clean your paint job is if you paint the wrong colors. Oh my god, Frederick. But I think he used contrast here because look at like the backpack. It looks really good. So, and I think this once again is like a testament to someone who is good at using the tools he has. Because just check out this backpack, it looks really good even though it looks like contrast paints. It looks like a real leathery backpack. And with the shoulders he did Imperial Fist stickers. I think he varnished, so it looks like it really fits with the rest of the things. Armor and the shading, as I said, I think that's the best one so far. It looks really good. He has a bit more like a mustard brown rather than the orange, really warm brown. This is the best so far, even though he used red for the chest plate instead of black. 40 bucks for this, I would happily pay that. This is awesome. So looks like I'll be getting some help with the next one because this one woke up. So the last one, or not the last one, I'll show you mine as well, but this is the last one I ordered. This is from Emil, and he wrote me a text message when he finished it and said, yellow is not my favorite color, and I could kind of understand him. Because yellow is a tough color. This is kind of the unfair thing with this test, because it's just super difficult to paint with yellows. But oh my lord. Oh wow, okay. First things first. This is a nice paint job. I think Emil here is the one that nailed the colors best. He has a really muted style with his highlighting, and this is just awesome. In terms of the colors, I think this one is the closest one to the reference as well. He has more of like the orangey shadows, so this is nice. And in terms of the basing, this is definitely the best basing, without a doubt. But then again, this one cost more than twice as much as the second best one. This is the 100 bucks guy. He used slate for the basing, so the basing got some weight to it, which is nice. And I don't know, just this one just has a really nice look to it. So in the end, I have 3 favorites from this one. And as I said, don't be negative towards the other guys. Sanji design, the first one I opened, I think for what I paid, this is a lot of value. The colors look nice, he's got a good sense of highlighting, using lights. I could totally recommend this guy. In terms of cleanliness, and I mean the 40 bucks guy that Liban did, I'm looking forward to seeing how he actually did this with his YouTube video, because this one looks really nice. The colors here is not exactly what I asked for, but then again, the price was a bit lower than what I would have done it for. And I really think the cleanliness here is just top notch. He even painted the radar scope on the radar thing. In terms of the best highlighting and the closest colors, Emil is definitely the closest. And he did a ridiculously clean skull on the chest plate, highlighting the NMM stuff. I think this is a great paint job. I really felt like these 3 gave me what I asked for a reasonable price. And I promised I would show you my version of the Imperial Fist. Some of you have probably seen the video that I released a few weeks back, and I will link it in the upper right corner right now. And yeah, this is what I did. I won't grade myself. Feel free to do that in the comment section down below if you feel like I didn't reach the mark on this one. But yeah, this is how it looks. Let me know which one you thought was the best. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or mine, number 7. And if you like this type of videos, there are plenty of hobby videos on my YouTube channel. Anything from painting to just funny stuff. And maybe subscribe if you want to know whenever I release a new video. Every week I release new videos, so just feel free to subscribe if you like that kind of stuff. And if you have any questions ever about any of the stuff I use for recording or when I paint, I have it all listed on my website, so you can visit squidmar.com for that stuff. On that website I also link all of the stuff to Amazon associate links, so you can purchase them directly from there, and that will give me a kickback from Amazon, which is super cool. A lot of people have been doing that, so I'm super grateful for that. It really helps the channel keep running. But the thing that absolutely helps the channel the most is my Patreon supporters. Look at all of these awesome new Patreon supporters. God damn it, this list is getting long. That are super generous. And of course, my 2 top Patreon supporters, Albin Ostrom and Evan Weston. So with that said, guys, have a great day. Feel free to check out the merch, and I'll catch you with the next video. Bye.